with GZA, what you're doing is you're looking at that big platform and you're like, okay, how do we use the best combination and how do we work with people to innovate and iterate the solutions better? So how do you really foster that culture of innovation with the people you're working with and also within your teams?
It's a great question. There's a lot of technology out there, as you said. I think we got to go back to the basics. What is the problem we're solving for?
Yeah.
Understanding that, understand the value and the pros and cons of any one sensor is also very important in the equation. Sourcing the sensor and then making sure that the client gets exactly what he wants out of it. And then making the system that you deliver, the monitoring system you deliver, evergreen protected. And what I mean by that is, we're not just building it for year 2024. We've thought about the future so that if the client wants to make a change, he has the best solution that will accommodate that change at the least cost possible.
Yeah.
Those are important basics. And then I think it's important to also understand preparation. Different sensors have different requirements. Some have to be bench tested before they're deployed. Some have to be dusted off. Some cables have to be inspected. Labeling your cables if you're using them at great length is important at distance and the ID number of what it's connected to. Preparation is always critical for proper execution in the field. So if those are the basics, they've always been the basics of monitoring. They're
Yeah.
still relevant today, but now we need to fold in the innovation part. What technologies are changing and how does it benefit the clients that we're selling the solutions to?
Yeah.
And our team is fairly sizable at GZA. We have huddle ups all the time. Every week we meet. We're meeting vendors all the time, understanding what the latest and greatest is. Sometimes we're asked to test equipment for vendors, which we're honored to do. And it gives us exposure to the latest and greatest so that we can deploy things in confidence
Yeah.
with some knowledge base.
I think it's sticking to first principles and then using the technology we can in the best way possible and then trying, testing, improving. I think that's
Yep.
also something that innovation team at Encardio and Procure also focus on is really innovate, iterate, and then as we do services in a lot of areas globally, we test them on our projects and then we take them outside.